How's it going, guys? My name is Ted, and today I wanted to bring you around my custom ROM, show you some of the features of my device, and talk a little bit about why I love Android so much. So as we all know, I love Android operating system, and one of the main reasons I like it so much is because of how much you can customize it. And I think my phone really signifies the true amount of customization you can put on an operating system. Here I've got a completely custom launcher, I've got a custom keyboard, I've got a custom ROM, I've got custom customizations to the clock speeds as well as my notification shade, my app icons even down here at the bottom. Everything has been completely customized to my liking, and it's something that I truly love about Android. Let's take a quick tour around, guys. Starting off with the app drawer, you're going to notice that it's not the default Android, Galaxy Note 2 app drawer. I forgot to mention as well, because you can't see the device, I am running a Galaxy Note 2 on T-Mobile. So this is the AOSP app drawer, which is very, very nice. AOSP stands for Android Open Source Project. It's basically like stock Android, if you know what that is. And you can swipe over. I've got tabs inside of my app drawer. These are my most used applications, and then I can swipe over to find all of my widgets. And then I can go back using my Pi controls. I'll get to those in a little bit. Moving on, we can go to my free hotspot, which is really, really nice. This is a T-Mobile device, and when you use a T-Mobile device, it's actually really difficult to get the free hotspot. It's very difficult. I've tried a lot of different things, and the only way I could figure out how to do it was to use an AT&T ROM. So when I start up this phone, it runs the AT&T logo. And it's got a lot of AT&T settings in here that I've obviously disabled, but it also has my tethering hotspot that works because it thinks I'm an AT&T phone. T-Mobile thinks I'm an AT&T phone, so it just goes ahead and enables it as an AT&T hotspot using those certain VPNs. It gets kind of complicated, but it's a nice workaround, and it's really, really nice to have free tethering on my device. Let's go ahead and turn that off. It uses up a lot of battery. Moving on, let's talk about Pi controls. So this is another thing that comes with root user access. You'll see here that whenever I long press at a certain Pi control, like at the home, I can go over to my Google, and I don't want to load that up because it actually shows my address, and let's not do that. I can also, go back, which brings up the Nova launcher, my menu, which brings up camera, and I think this will record this. Yeah, so there I am. Hey, and I'm just laying on my bed right now. And then this is actually not a back button. This is a previous application button, which I find really, really nice. So when I go over here to my Google Currents, and then let's say I switch from Google Currents off to, Task Manager. Well, and if I want to go right back to Google Currents, all I have to do is click this, my last button option, and it brings me right back to my last application, which is really nice. It's very good for multitasking. You can switch between two applications that you really like a lot, and just go back and forth between the two. And then obviously you have your standard multitasking there. You can swipe everything away if you want to. And then to go back home, let's just go back home. So the next thing I want to talk about is overclocking your CPU. So we all know that the Galaxy Note 2 is a really fast device, but how do you make it even faster? Well, the first thing you have to do is install root access on your device. And then if you get this custom ROM, which is the Novella custom ROM, oop, it actually force closed. That's cool. I love showing off the power of my device, and then everything force closes. That's really cool. So then I go into S-Tweaks, and this brings up my CPU overclocking. It takes a long time to load this application. It's a huge application, uses up a ton of RAM, so it often force closes in the background. But once you get it all loaded up, it's very easy to overclock and underclock your CPU, depending on how you want your performance or battery life to be. So you'll see here I can set the max CPU to be 1800 megahertz, or I can set it to be down here at 200 megahertz if I really wanted to conserve a lot of battery life, but just have a very slow phone. I can then go over to GPU and do the same thing. You'll see the default is 533 megahertz, but I can underclock it or overclock it up to 800 megahertz or down to 54 megahertz, depending on if I'm trying to conserve battery life or expand it. So then the next one you can do is go into your settings. Let's see if I can find them right here. And inside your settings, you'll find these custom settings that Alliance ROM has done for me. So I can do a lot of lock screen mods. These are really, really neat. I can set the lock screen of the Xperia Z, Acer, Optimus 4X. You can see them there. I use the Jelly Bean / AOSP. I think that's the best one. But I can also use finger ink on the Samsung Ripple lock screen. I could set the default Xperia Z lock screen, wallpaper. I can do all these neat things, and it's all built into this ROM. I can also do some status bar mods if I wanted to, change the color of pretty much everything in my status bar, which is really, really nice. You'll see here I've got it completely colored to the Jelly Bean theme, which I think is let's see if we go into like the options here. Pretty sure it's, yeah, It's hashtag, okay, well that's a different hashtag than I was thinking of. You have to set in the colors by yourself, which can be a little bit tricky. And back here at the home screen, that's a quick walk around my custom ROM. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions as to how to make your ROM look like mine or how to install all these things, I will be making videos in the future. But for right now, I don't exactly know it well enough to give you guys a complete look through and to give you guys a complete guidance on this. I've just started getting into the custom ROMs and I've really been enjoying it. So let me know what y'all guys think about my layout. Let me know your layout in the comment section down below if you're using any custom ROMs or if you just really like the stock ROM. Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, let me know what you want to see from me in the future. If you want to see guidance videos on how to do these things for yourself, I would love to make those if you guys want to see them. So other than that, guys, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys later.